Mm. All right. Good morning, tribe, and welcome to the donut shop at the beginning of the world. I am your professional insomniac, Dr. Mark Merriweather Vorderbruggen, broadcasting to you live from Ravenscar, my backyard. Kind of interesting. So I live in a small neighborhood, kind of secluded, but that doesn't mean it's not an exciting neighborhood. Hey, good morning, Julie. Interesting stuff going on here. Hey, good morning, Surrender. Hey, Dan. Good morning. And a shout out to the tribe. Good morning, all. Hey, Lori. How you doing? Got your coffee? Hey, Alan. It's actually really nice. It's almost chilly out. Hey, Elizabeth. Hey, Mike. Greetings to the tribe. Yeah, it's a little wet. I don't know if it was drizzly yet. We'll see. I think it should be okay. The sky is still pretty mucky gray, but maybe it's just the sun hasn't come up yet. Oh well. Hey, Deanna. You be in the house. Hey, Kimberlyn. How are you this morning? So last night, block over, one of the people there, the block over from our house, the truck parked in the driveway was stolen, driven across several roads, and then left on the other side of the neighborhood and burned. So, yeah, the neighborhood's a little on edge right now. Hey, Jennifer. Hey, Lori. Hey, Constance. Good morning, Wolf. It must be cold up by you. But yeah, so everyone's going through their security cam footage and so forth and trying to figure out who stole the truck and who burned the truck and all that. So, kicking over an ant mound here. And I know a lot of people in the neighborhood. And I know that this is highly frowned upon. And if someone were caught doing that, there's a mosquito flying around. It would definitely not end well for said people. Kids burning trucks, most likely. Kind of question is, why? I don't know. There wasn't any signs that they were peacefully protesting or anything like that. So it sounds like actual vandalism as opposed to whatever. Hey, good morning, Amy. Good morning, Bernice. Hey, Donna. Hey, Chris. So yeah, we're finding out just if anyone actually has. Sorry, this keeps falling. Video of the incident. I know our 2002 Honda Pilot sits out in the driveway. I don't really think anyone's going to try and steal that, but I wouldn't put it past them trying to burn it. Hey, Kenneth. Good morning. So we'll see. I know we have problems with, people just walking down the middle of the street rather than using the sidewalks. We have great sidewalks, but, walking down the middle of the street seems to be the thing. Hey, Chris. Okay, here we go. Is goldenrod easy to collect seeds from? Goldenrod seeds are very tiny, and so they can be a little tricky. The best thing is to find some flowers that they mature from top to bottom, and so find somewhere the top are already going to seed, but the bottom ones are still just flowers, and collect those heads, and somewhere in there will be seeds. Or you could wait until pretty much the whole thing is kind of brown. But at that point, a lot of the times the seeds have already dropped. But yeah, gather a collection of them from both all brown to just like half brown and half still. Oh wow, Wolf! It's only up in the mid-50s there. That's nice. Cool. No pun intended. Wasn't it like 36 just earlier this week or something? Or I don't know. I watched too much TV. The ex-girlfriend did it. Yeah, possibly. Ooh, Julie, quick story to share. I got on the last plane to leave from Austin before the bomb threat shut down the airport. Flew to LA to experience major earthquake. Just another day in 2020. Oh, my Lord. Wow. Actually, I need to have an interesting... Not just Maine, my friend. Not just Wolf. Not just Maine. Wolf is saying Maine is off her meds again. Oh, Amy. So what happened was a neighbor down the street, their truck got stolen from their driveway, driven across several yards, and then left on the other side of the neighborhood where it was set on fire. Another day in paradise. Hey, good morning, Eileen. Good morning, Annette. Hey, Sherry. Ooh, here's a good question. Kimberly, how and when do I cut the Turk's cap back so that the plants bush out? Really, with Turk's cap, pretty much anytime they have good leaves on them, even now, you might still have a month of growth or more. So even now you can do it. Remember, when you prune them, so, okay, here's the stem, and like here's a leaf coming off it. You prune it right above where the leaf comes, and that's where it will bud out. Mm-hmm. Hey, Tara. Oh man, good morning from the car rider line with a full cup of coffee. The kids are coffee sounds good. I'm gonna have some coffee too. Coffee with Tara. Kids going back. Mm-hmm. Yep, 2020 is definitely up for meds. Hey, good morning, Charles Hendra. So, like I said, the neighborhood is abuzz with things. There was quite a discussion. It happened around 2 a.m. last night. So, which was funny because I was still up, but I heard things going on. I just didn't bother to look out my window. Hey, Terry. Good morning. Oh, so Gracie mentioned the airline. So in the end of October, I need to fly out to California to do some business trip stuff, meet with some growers and things. Got a email from United Airlines that the flight was canceled and I need to reschedule. It's like, okay, crap. But they said, they'd waive the rescheduling fees. And I went and looked, and the new ticket is $39. So, wow. I know the airline industry is crashing I shouldn't say crashing to the ground. The economics of the airline industry is very poor right now, and they are desperate. So, yeah, I guess, I'm saving a bunch of money, but still. Yep. Den says Mad Max took place in 2021. I grew up back in my high school days watching Mad Max just about twice a week, sometimes 3 times a week. Absolutely loved that movie. Picked out my leather jacket, all that. I guess I'm ready. So wife and kids that probably aren't yet. So is Blade Runner. Yikes. Yeah, seems like a lot of post-apocalyptic movies take place in that time. Yay. Hey, good morning, Catherine. Coffee. Yeah. Meanwhile, there seems to be no amber bottles available in the country, so we have some new product, ready to be put in bottles. We just can't get bottles from anywhere. Hey, yeah, yeah, yeah. What's this? Let's see. I love magnolias, even when the pods they drop, but I have never seen them with the seeds still in them. The bright red is so pretty. I'm going to try and plant one in an empty pot or empty lot. Oh, that'd be cool. Yeah, definitely plant magnolias. Hey, good morning, Roxana. Sorry, Deanna. He says, quick, find out when Repo Man took place. I think that took place in the late 80s, mid to late 80s. Yeah, Soylent Green, I think, also is in the 2020s. I need to watch that one again. For a while, like a few months ago, it was just being done over and over and over on Comet TV, and I'd catch different parts of it. Yeah, Terry, and that's the thing. It'd be awesome if we could reuse the bottles, but the FDA regulations prevent that because of sanitary issues. There's no way to guarantee that the bottles are clean and all that, so they have to be recycled or reused. Remember, you can store different herbs and stuff in them and protect those herbs from the UV light, from like the compact fluorescent bulbs and sunlight. So they're good. Hey, good morning, Donald. Now, that's an interesting idea. I like that, Catherine. Maybe we could do foil packaging for those who have already ordered the bottles and can reuse the bottles. I like the way you think. Of course, that would at least help those that have ordered already. Oh, good news on that front. Hopefully, sometime in the next 3 weeks, hopefully, Amazon will allow us to set up the subscribe and save feature so you can get a monthly, bottle at a reduced price. Hey, Nick, didn't realize squirrels ate magnolia seeds, but had one making a mess on my fence yesterday after shredding 4 whole pods. Yeah, I mean, magnolia seeds, they're calories. Squirrels will eat them. Okay. Tara, what's the difference between cobalt blue glass versus the amber? The amber filters out and blocks more of the UV light. The blue, my understanding is, lets the UV light through. Because remember, UV light is down at the blue end of the spectrum. But let me think here. I mean, yeah, the ultraviolet light is at the blue end of the spectrum, but the color you're seeing is reflected light, not light passing through. So maybe, I'm gonna reel back in my answer, Tara, and say I need to look into that. I think the cobalt blue would offer protection, but I need to check. All right. Charles, will Medicine Man be offering 90-day supply bottles eventually? I doubt it. Just because for the most part, a lot of the consumers don't want to spend that much money on stuff. So we're probably going to stick with the 30-day supply bottles. A 90-day would be a quart jar. Hmm. Yeah, I love that. Well, it couldn't be advertised as zero waste because you still have the foil envelope. Zero waste would mean not even that, but it would be close. Huh. Recycle places won't accept blue glass for some reason. I think partially because the cobalt that is usually added to the blue glass to make the blue color uh, doesn't play well when you're trying to recycle other things. But yeah, I was just thinking back to some of the old medicine bottles had that beautiful blue color. Man, there are mosquitoes out here. Oh well. Deanna, do Texas black persimmons need anything special to grow? I'm planning on popping a row of seeds across my pasture. They from blah blah blah. Based on the fact that they grow mainly in the hill country, it seems like they need alkaline soils. So if you, depending on where you're at, if you have more of a gumbo acidic sort of soil, you may have to amend it. Um, Increasing drainage and reducing acidity. Yep, haven't been able to get the full order of Coca-Cola because they have a can shortage. There's yeah, I mean, a lot of factories are shut down. The workers aren't there. Things aren't being made. They're considered not, or they're not considered essential workers. They're considered, non-essential, and so. Here we go. Amy, cheers, everyone. Anyone else crazy about sarsaparilla tea? So not sassafras, but sarsaparilla made from the Smilex roots. Yeah, I like it. Around here, I like the Smilex Bonanox, the Cat's Claw Greenbrier. It's the really thin vined one that seems to have a better flavor than the big one. Can't remember what the big one is called off the top of my head. Yeah, you would have different machinery to package foil. I believe the toll manufacturer we use has that machinery. They offer a lot of different things. What I wanted is to get the liver pill done in little 4 pill foil packets sold individually, sold through bars. Hey, you've been drinking a lot here. Can I interest you in these? Yeah, Vic Salve is in blue. Oh, yeah. Amy, the blue glass is gorgeous in Cobb structures. I've seen that where they've incorporated the bottles. Oh, interesting, Chad. And the pool supplies, the chlorine pellet buckets. Yeah, the foil packets would be a great idea, Nick, but they should be cheaper to boost, cheaper to ship, and you could still keep your margins the same. Incentive for repeat buyers. If we have to, maybe we'll go that way, but the aesthetics is something that bothered me. Like I said, one of the things I've been trying to do is keep everything as primitive as possible. I mean, even in the liver pill, it required a preservative, an antioxidant, and so rather than go with some lab-made synthetic, BHT, what is it, butyl hydroxytoluene, I found a company that extracts a particular compound out of rosemary that was certified as a food preservative, and I'm using that. And so the foil packets I don't know. We'll have to see. The economics might work, and the desperation might lead it there, but we'll see. How's the website redesigning coming? It's coming along great. The issues are I haven't had time to build so all the plants are up, all the maps, all the information, all that is integrated with the database and everything, and the pictures and all this is integrated well. I still need to get the upcoming upcoming classes pages and the other pages that are on Foraging Texas set up. All the other information that's there. The recipes and how to build this and that, and all the where else you can find me and everything, and that's taken forever, which is a bummer because the new website is costing a lot of money. So we've had to do a lot. Yep. Oh. That's a good question there. Oh, there it is. Okay, Constance. Interested in growing my own medicine. What would your top 3 herbs be? So for me, I would say, well, definitely goldenrod, elderberry, those 2 right off the bat, and self-heal. Yeah, those 3. Goldenrod, elderberry, self-heal would be the top 3. But you might want to ask yourself, what medicines am I and my family and neighbors would serve their needs the best? Because you may have different issues than me. Mine are basically picked for general preventative measures to avoid things. If you have certain things already in your life that you need to deal with, then you would have to go with those herbs. But really, especially, it's hard to go wrong with self-heal because it works across damn near everything. Ooh, this makes sense, Terry. I was told there is a shortage of carbon dioxide for drinks because it is a byproduct of processes that have been reduced. Yeah. We ran into that in the oil field a number of years ago. The older wells would be pressurized with carbon dioxide, like a carbonated drink, and the oil would come. And there was a similar downturn in the economy, which led to a shortage of CO2. There wasn't the CO2 available to do those jobs, and so we had to do other, like fracking techniques and so forth. Oh, wow. Early Halloween this morning, dogs drug up old cow bones and an armadillo shell. Dogs are getting ready for the post-apocalyptic world. Ooh, woof. Yeah, our C-stores were out of Dr. Pepper syrup in the fountains for 6 weeks. When we finally got it back, I was jonesing. I can believe that. Though I'm probably going to really upset a bunch of people here when I say I prefer Mr. Pibb's Extra to Dr. Pepper. I like the more vanilla flavor. They do make some craft paper exterior foil bags to keep the outside aesthetic. May be able to find wax lined or something more natural if you look hard enough. And that's assuming. I'm thinking if common things like bottles are no longer available, we can look, but the more specialty stuff like that is going to be tricky too. Ooh. Mrs. Weather is up. I can hear her sneezing. But I like the idea, some sort of waxed paper pouch. I know there's a company that makes these really cool cardboard packaging, and that might be some possibilities. But yeah, observe, adapt, overcome. Oh, okay, here's a good quote. What are some of the medicinal benefits of mint? Okay, so some of the more basic, and when you say mint, I'm assuming you mean like peppermint, wintergreen, the really strong minty mints. But yeah, so a tea, decongestant, somewhat of a calming agent, but ironically, also they've been shown that smelling mint before a workout improves the overall performance. So, not sure the mechanism behind that last one, but something about smelling mint before a workout, before running on a treadmill, lifting weights, all that has been scientifically proven to enhance the overall performance during such strenuous activities. I just like the way it smells and the way it tastes, though. For my birthday one year, my younger daughter made a mint ice cream from mint from my herb garden. It was absolutely fantastic. Oh man, Kiri. Wholesome Roots published a video yesterday. She was planning on harvesting elderberries this week. Then the goats got out and ate all the berries. Man, because usually elderberries are pretty high off the ground. They're like jumping goats or something. Yeah. So Amazon does not allow CBD products. They are banned for sale on Amazon. However, they are okay with hemp isolate products. So, something. But then, of course, if you really want the really pure tested CBD, don't forget Uncommon Bees. They have all sorts of different infused honeys and salves and creams and the works with CBD. Hey, Chris, I told you, but the world thrives on diversity. I mean, that's something we're told over and over and over. Diversity is strength. I like Mr. Pibb Extra. I just that's my secret vice when I'm just down, just just beaten by the world. It's like I'm gonna go out and get myself a Mr. Pibb Extra and drink it and stare at some squirrels for a while, and then I'm back in the battle. Hey, Evie. Good morning. Ooh, Jackie, this sounds good. Delta Life Bootcamp gives us a cold, wet towel with lavender essential oil on it after our workout. I love it. It cools and relaxes me. Yeah, that would make sense. Oh, that's right, Dan. Today is your birthday. No, I'm just looking. Do I have any mint right now? Maybe some oregano and Sita wireweed ice cream. Do I have any mint? No, no, not oregano. Thyme. Wow. Oh well, sorry, bud. Mm-hmm. Short elderberry plants. Oops, let's see, where was... Okay, which mint is not as peppery? I got some mint and it was very peppery, almost bitter. There are so many varieties of mints out there. At the Arborgate Nursery, the nursery that used to be just down the street from where I worked, they probably had 12 or 14 different flavors of mint, all with subtle differences. They had one that was a chocolate mint that was really good. And then they also had one that was a genetic freak in that it made both the peppermint and the wintergreen flavors. Usually the molecules are close, but usually the plant will have only one pathway that it will use and only make the mint molecule, or the peppermint molecule, or the wintergreen, not both, but they had that mutation that did both, which was pretty awesome. Yeah, we get the birds. They don't know what's going on in the world. But Dan, yep, Dan, the crowd, the tribe is wishing you lots of happy birthdays here. It's a good day to have a birthday. Hopefully you're going to go out and do something good tonight. I don't know if you're a steak eater. Ooh, that reminds me, I need to pull the pork shoulder out of the freezer. Yep. I gotta agree 100% with you there, Julie. The mojito and the chocolate mints are my favorites too. They had some good mints at the Arbor Gate. Yeah, years ago, I read an article about an ice cream shop that made unusual recipes like broccoli ice cream. Okay, I'm not going to go with the broccoli ice cream. That's like the soft drink makers that make like the turkey and dressing Coke or cola type stuff. I'm just like, yeah, it may be possible, but why? To each their own. Okay, Chad, maybe difficult, but any more info on smelling mint before the workout? So go to PubMed, just Google PubMed, one word. It'll bring up the National Institute of Bioinformation, something, the government website, and just type in mint or peppermint and exercise in the search engine, and it'll bring up a bunch of scientific papers. Or remind me afterwards. Send me a PM, as I think I got copies of a number of the papers too. Ooh, echinacea. I was debating on echinacea when the person asked about the 3 herbs, because do I get any blooming right now? No. Because I do have echinacea in my garden in several different spots. But echinacea is, it affects both the innate and the proactive aspects of the immune system, generally increasing the number of killer T cells. So not so much speeding up their formation as much as when the formation begins, it keeps it going for a bit longer. And so then the killer T cells, the ones that are matched to the invader, are in greater number and go out. Interestingly enough, the echinacea also contains assorted CBD type compounds and will react with the cannabinoid system in the human body. So yay that. The main part is the root. That has the highest concentrations of these different compounds that bring about the medicinal properties. And so unfortunately that means you pretty much have to kill the plant to harvest it for medicine. The flowers and leaves and stems have some properties, but not all that strong. The most is down in the roots. But think of it as an immune system, I guess, stimulant. It helps prep your immune system for battle. Let's see, Jackie, would save and cinnamon in my coffee break my fast? Okay. Also, I'm assuming you mean sage. Would sage and cinnamon in my coffee break my fast? Also, more important, would it increase my appetite? What about powdered lion's mane mushroom? I miss it in my coffee. Okay, so with breaking the fast, that's usually the person means, am I going to get calories or protein or some sort of fuel for my body, which would then screw up the effects of intermittent fasting or eating once a day. In the case of sage, no calories, no protein, not going to break the fast. In the case of cinnamon, no calories, no protein, not going to break the fast. However, the cinnamon, because one of the things it does do is reduce the overall sugar content in your blood. that might increase feelings of hunger, but I'm not sure. In particular, no, it shouldn't, because the way the cinnamon works is that it reduces the bioavailability of the sugar by changing the way the stomach lining will take things in. And so if you don't have any sugar, which you wouldn't because you don't want to break your fast, then it's not going to really have any effect on blood sugar, so you won't feel any more hungry than you already are. Okay, so working through that in my head. Powdered lion's mane. So in the powdered lion's mane, the particular compounds are glycosides, which is a fancy word for saying sugar molecules. Sugar with shrubbery attached to it, but the base molecule is a sugar, and that might cause problems with the intermittent fasting. So don't have enough data to be sure, though. All right. Oops. Hey, do you guys remember Clear Pepsi? Was that what was that? Pepsi, yeah, Pepsi Clear. What was there, a crystal one too? Was it Coke Crystal? I don't know. It was the same time as Zima. Something different. I love the Zima commercials. Let's see. All right. Marion. Good morning, Marion. My brother suffers from extreme debilitating headaches after being exposed to black mold. Not sure which specific black one. Any recommendations I can share with him? He prefers the holistic approach like our tribe does. That's a good one. Because the mechanisms of effect of the black mold are pretty wide. So I'm sorry. I have no advice on that. I'm assuming he's already tried things like lavender and peppermint and relaxation and stuff like that. It'd be interesting to see. This is the scientist in me. If there's any drastic change in his blood pressure before or during these headaches, because that would be an indicator. That would be something to help figure out the process. And like migraines and so forth, I mean, they're hard to treat herbally. I know there's a few out there, but usually it's more of a preventative to try and keep, everything, the brain support systems functioning properly so that they don't go out of whack and bring the migraine on. Ouch. I'm sorry. Right now, off the top of my head, I got nothing. Just the usual, headache type stuff, blood pressure type stuff. I mean, even things like garlic, ginger, turmeric, the anti-inflammatories of, that might be a place to start. Like turmeric tea. Turmeric tea and skullcap. See if you can find a turmeric tea and a skullcap tea. Because the skullcap has a lot of amazing brain repair features. Recommended in the case of brain trauma, like concussions and so forth. So that might help with this, but that's the best I can think of right now. So the turmeric for the anti-inflammatory properties and antioxidant, and then the skullcap for just general brain healing. Constant. Yep. Zimas with Jolly Ranchers was a big thing back in the day. I remember that. Yeah. So, Donna, is there anything in the brain pill that would be against fasting? So, the only thing that might be would be the glycosides from the lion's mane. Like I mentioned to Jackie, the glycosides are basically sugar molecules with shrubbery on them. The question is, then, does the body treat them like sugar molecules, or do they treat them like something completely different? I'm guessing because of the really potent effect and they have on the brain, far beyond that of just sugar, that the body treats them as a different class of molecules other than a calorie sugar type thing. But I'm not positive. Love Zima until I mix it with peach schnapps. It was so good, but oh, the dangers of youth. Yep. I like cinnamon schnapps, but to each their own. Ah, oops. So, Mary, anything to help with the toxins? It's hard to go wrong with activated charcoal and white clay. And if you look online or even on Amazon, there are food grade white clays that are very potent chelating agents that may help. In fact, for Medicine Man, one of the things I want to come out with is a white clay capsule, just for that purpose. Also, really, dandelion. I mean, in the end, well, yeah, the burdock, the liver pill, and dandelion. Ooh, there we go, Wolf. In a few weeks, I will start my last brew for the year, tart cherry mellow mel. Ooh, so like the honey base. That sounds good. Yep, schnapps is dangerous. It'll sneak up on you. Did a lot of hot chocolate with peppermint schnapps up in South Dakota. We, what is it? Oakwood Lake State Park near Brookings, where I went to school. In the winter, there'd be a group of us, like 20, that would just go out there and go to one of the campfire rings and build a campfire and drink peppermint schnapps and throw snowballs and all that stuff out. Okay, Sherry, in a survival situation, what would be used to treat an animal bite? So the biggest issue with animal bites, of course, is the possible infection. So different antibiotics or plants with antibiotic properties. So internally, of course, the elderberry, the echinacea, self-heal. Externally, things like the sweet gum leaves, the sweet gum sap. Whoa, sorry, it's 8 o'clock. Okay, yeah. So if you go to foragingtexas.com, in the search engine, put antibiotics in there, and it'll bring up all the plants with antibiotics. Okay, we completely missed the group take. So the liver pill, dun dun dun. Focus, cleanse, support, detoxify, protect. And yep. There's my alarm. Whoops, I need 4. Come on. 4. Give me a second. I need to. It's my alarm. It's not Dad calling. Let's see, alarm. Okay, so liver pill. The immune pill. Support, maintain, prepare, fight. The immune pill. And 3 of these. Mm-hmm. Oops. Hey, Wolf, not tomorrow, tonight. Don't forget, tonight is Merriweather's World. So, and then finally, the brain pill. Focus. So, memory, focus, mental clarity, attention. In 3 of these. Okay, tribe. Like I said, tonight on Merriweather's World, I will be discussing how to have a successful career in commercial STEM fields, so science, technology, engineering, mathematics. 8 to 9 o'clock here on this Facebook page and also on the YouTube channel. And then tomorrow, the donut shop opens its doors again. So until tonight, hang in there. We're in this together. So that's kind of cool. All right, everyone. Have a great day. End broadcast.